we'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
For Denver.
The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
In punt formation.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans take over first and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It's caught. Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A toss left. Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
A.J. Brown, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Whether it's a sun package or nickel.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 34. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 66 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 30 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. K.J. Hamler returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Lock. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
38-yard line.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on Week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10. First down, Tennessee.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Henry on the carry.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He completes it to Henry. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. In his end zone, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38.
That's good.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards.
1st down.
2 big plays in succession. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tannehill on 1st down. But he's got Smith here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 23.
2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And 7 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Hamler now on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time. And he completes it to Judy. And finally brought down at the 43. So we reach half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down. From the 21, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Mike Pennell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. From the gun on third down, Locke.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
At the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Able to get this to Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Clock now on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down. Block will try again on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Locke again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay taking it in. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught right side by Anderson.
Conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here's Humphreys. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Broncos 41-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Henry, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And
we are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
On first down, Tannehill. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They snap it to Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The twat, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Humphries. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Broncos.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd.
Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos add on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go.
Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Broncos.
And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, But now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
At the 15-yard line.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Now on second and 13. Locke forced out to his left. And he's got it. End zone, it's up.
The team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Defense.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And now off to the races.
Take off your helmet and give me a kick next
time. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
Don't do us like that.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's caught. Smith. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Jonnu Smith.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 orange.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they work this out past the 25. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Denver, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.